This is Angelia M. Fisher, Speech 106, CRN 22056. The use of emotional support animals for college students. So the purpose of this speech is to provide information on the use of emotional support animals and their integration into college or campus life. So you remember the first time that you left for college or the first time that you spent a night at a family member or friend's house? Did you feel a sense of fear or anxiety? So this is what happens with most students when they're leaving the familiar for the unfamiliar. Okay, and when you combine that with the hectic schedule, college schedule, and routine, this can be very daunting or challenging for a first-time college student. Okay, now let's discuss some of the benefits of having an emotional support animal. So, first of all, having these emotional support animals can reduce stress for the individual. They can improve structure and routine because the student will need to, maintain a routine for the animal, feeding routine, make sure they have exercise and that they interact with them on a regular basis as well. There's also enhanced relationships with animals and people that the student will experience, and also the reduced feeling of loneliness because they have that emotional support animal there, to provide comfort, give hugs, sometimes make them feel better emotionally. And then it also will elicit a certain amount of empowerment for that individual. And this could really result in improved academic performance. They can also help the individual to manage, regulate their emotions, and to stabilize those emotions. So some of the causes of increased levels of stress for new college students can be separation anxiety. You're leaving your family members, siblings, your friends, your family pets. And this can be very, very difficult for someone who's leaving home for the first time. So what's the difference between an emotional support animal and a service animal? Well, first of all, emotional support animals are there to provide comfort for their owners. They are there to help, they can help them to navigate through difficult emotional occurrences or health conditions. They offer companionship. Now, emotional support animals are not trained to complete specific tasks like a service animal is. So service animals can be very useful. You often see them being used for the visually impaired or hearing impaired. So in the case of a visually impaired person, you'll see these service animals helping them to avoid dangerous or difficult situations. You may have seen videos online of these service animals actually helping their owner to get their medications. They're able to detect when their owners are experiencing a medical condition, for example. The challenges of having an emotional support animal are that they are often viewed as public property. So people have a tendency to feel like that they are almost obligated to interact with these animals, to pet them with or without permission. And then there are privacy concerns because having an emotional support animal requires that that individual have a psychic evaluation. There's also the expenses that one incurs with having or owning an emotional support animals, which would include, of course, their care, food, um, physical activities, shots. They have to have yearly shots, veterinarian expenses. So this can all add up in the long run. And then there's also the fact that owning an emotional support animal, they come along with some very strict housing regulations. So we have explored what ESAs are, the many emotional and mental health benefits that they offer, such as reducing stress, fostering positive relationships, as well as the challenges that come along with ESA ownership. And integrating them into campus life. So ESAs can provide an increased level of comfort and mental stability, academic stability for the individual. So in conclusion, emotional support animals have become increasingly popular over the years. They are an essential or can be an essential companion or resource for many individuals who are suffering with mental health or medical challenges. But by understanding the ESA's role, we can increase awareness and foster support systems that prioritize welfare, wellness, and a sense of community. For more information on ESAs, please visit your local college or campus library and in person or online.